Morning, everyone, and welcome back to Misconception. I'm Laura Zaleski from HOPE, Life Missions and Ministry. I'm so grateful to be able to talk to you today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm so excited to see what God has to show all of us. Can I get an amen on that? The reason I'm coming to you today is to clear up a misconception about fear. Fear. A lot of us are running around in fear because maybe we don't have all the facts. Maybe we have too many facts, because sometimes that can happen, especially when we don't have someone or somebody or something to kind of guide us through those facts, and that can be harmful at times. But you have a decision to make. This is the misconception that we often corner ourselves with fear. Just corner ourselves instead of making a decision. Now, you can step out today in fear. Fear of what's going on around us, fear of what's happening in our world, fear of what's happening in our country, or you can step out today, whether it's outside or inside. Step out means just to go about. And you can step out in total faith. It's a much better place to be. I've been in both places. I have been in a place where when I step out in fear. Yeah. And I see people all around me doing the exact same thing. But since I have grown in faith, that has completely changed for me. And I can tell you, it's so much better. It's so much better not to live in fear. I was talking to these precious little girls the other day, and they were talking about how they're not very courageous and they're not very strong because they're scared of the dark. Yes, I almost said scared. I caught that. When they said this to me, I told them, I said, when you're afraid, pray. Pray for God to help you through that fear. Because God is there to help us through fear. And the little girls said to me, well, how can God help us through fear? And I said, what is your favorite part about the world? And the one little girl said horses. I love that. And the other little girl said the sun. And so I said to them, I said, so God created the sun? And they were like, yes, he created the sun. I said, okay, all right. And I said, do you think that whoever created the sun can't help you with fear? I don't know if that helped them, but they seem to get it through the eyes of a child. Isn't that wonderful? When we humble ourselves like children to learn and grow, that's scriptural. But these children, they got it. They got it. I could tell in that very moment that they understood that whoever created the sun is big enough to help you through any fear you might have. And right now is a really fearful time in our country, which is a shame, because we should have faith. We should have a growing, wonderful faith because we know God's on the throne. No matter what we're being told in the media or being told in any aspect of our life, God is on the throne. And we need to shout that and praise that and understand that whatever is driving our fear, God is there to help us through. God is there to make sense of it all for us. And we just need to cry out to the Lord and come before him and tell him what we need. And the biggest thing that all of us need is his guidance. And it can be found in his holy word. So I encourage all of you today not to live in your painted corner of fear, where you paint yourself in a corner filled with fear. Instead, step out in faith. Don't let fear drive you. Know that God is right there with you no matter what you're facing. And a lot of us are facing horrible things right now. But also some of us are just facing everyday stuff that drives us nuts. But whether you're experiencing joy right in this moment, or you're experiencing heartbreak, or you're experiencing everyday life, shall we say, there is a God bigger than all of that, that is right there, ready and willing to help us. We just have to reach out and tell them what we need. Have a great day, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again here on Misconception. Bye.